Michael Moore. Now, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but Michael Moore said something the other day that might very well be the stupidest thing anyone has ever said. And what makes it even more incredible is the fact that he was addressing something said by Donald Trump. I mean, can you believe that? Only in America would there be someone capable of saying something even stupider than Donald Trump. And he said it in response to Donald Trump. When I saw what he had said, I thought, well, that's stupid. But then I began thinking about it, and I realized, holy shit, there is at least 6 different levels of stupid going on here. So you're probably wondering what he said. Well, he didn't actually say anything. He made a statement. He stood outside of one of Trump's hotels in New York City with a sign saying, "We are all Muslim." And he also included a letter, which he posted on his Facebook page. Now, I'm going to get into the letter in a bit, because it does help explain things. You see, this is the first layer of stupid. He holds up a sign saying, "We are all Muslim." Now, you know that this is a problem when a very simple statement requires explanation. A multiple paragraphs length letter explanation. I mean, that's sort of the idea of doing this publicity stunt, Michael. You see, you have a simple statement that should be obviously true and manifestly true to everyone, that it strikes a chord with everyone who sees it, that it resonates deep within them. They say that you're right, this is an injustice, what is being done. Like, "Je suis Charlie," or "Hey, LBJ, how many babies did you kill today?" You know, you need something that can really fire people up. But when you say something like, "We are Muslim," or "We are all Muslim," that just gets most people saying, "No, I'm not." I mean, that's the second layer of stupid. No, we are not all Muslim, Michael, and this is what really set me off. You see, I do not believe in the tenets of Islam. I don't think that Mohammed was a prophet who received the word of God from the Archangel Gabriel. I think he was just a murdering child rapist who lived in the desert in about the year 600 AD. I don't think there's anything special about him whatsoever. Now, as it happens, I do believe in Christianity, and you can make fun of me for that as much as you like. But atheists, you should be with me on this one, because Michael Moore is negating your beliefs. He is negating what you believe in. I believe in Christianity. I don't buy into the Muslim crap. And yet, that's not what Michael is saying. He's saying, no, we are all Muslim. It doesn't matter what you believe, or, how long you've spent thinking about this, or what kind of role the Christian tenets have had on your life, or how coming to be an atheist influenced the way you think, and, how you look at the world through a rational lens. None of that matters. We are all Muslim. In fact, you're a Muslim whether you like it or not. I mean, weirdly, that's kind of the strange thing, is that ISIS is also saying, we are all Muslim. Because if you're not Muslim, you're dead. So, in a way, Michael Moore agrees with ISIS. But, so, I take pride, by the way, in being able to say nothing offends me. And I'd like to still think that I can say that. But this is as close as anything has come to actually offending me. Because this actually conflicts with my beliefs. I believe in Christianity, and I don't believe in Islam. So for Michael Moore to say that we are all Muslim, he is the thought police. He is telling you what to think. I mean, And then there is the fact that, this is just factually not true. We are not all Muslim. I guarantee you Michael Moore isn't a Muslim. I'll bet he's not been to a mosque all his life. At least he's not been there to pray. I mean, how many days has he prayed? 5 times? Yeah, I mean, Michael Moore, he sure eats a lot of bacon and pork for a Muslim, doesn't he? I mean, if we're all Muslims now, then I guess we should just put the pork business out of business. I mean, what a stupid fucking thing to say. If beliefs don't matter, and if we're all the same, then I suppose we're all Nazis and communists, aren't we? I mean, Michael Moore, would you actually hold up a sign saying we are all Nazis if a bunch of Nazis had been the victims of Donald Trump's ire? Would you really? No, you wouldn't. You want to know why? Because beliefs fucking matter. That's why. Nazis are not American. They would not be welcome in America. We didn't take them in 1946, did we? Now, that's not to say that I'm comparing Muslims to Nazis. I am making the point that beliefs matter, and not everyone's beliefs are valid or legitimate. Not everyone deserves to have their beliefs respected. Some people deserve to have their beliefs ridiculed, like Michael Moore. I'm going to get into the letter now, and the key paragraph, after he tells a little story about Donald Trump is secretly a wuss or something, I don't give a shit, Michael, so you've met Donald Trump once. I don't care. Alright, the key paragraph here is, we are all Muslim. And again, no we're not. I'm not a Muslim. I don't want to be a Muslim. I've never considered myself a Muslim, and don't think I ever, and I, leave that alone for now. We are all Muslim. Just as we are all Mexican, we are all Catholic and Jewish and white and black and every shade in between. Oh my fucking god. You are a fucking idiot, Michael Moore. Alright, look, I'll continue because there is a point to this. We are all children of God, or nature, or whatever you believe in. So it's like, you're Michael, don't you get it? You are saying that people's beliefs are not important when you say that we are all Muslim. And yet there you are weaseling your way out of challenging people's beliefs. You're doing that pussy thing where people say, we're all children of God or whatever you believe in, because, mentioning God is somehow controversial. And yet there you are saying we're all Muslim. Well, clearly we all believe in Allah then. So why don't you say we're all children of Allah? If we're all Muslim, it's like, you're so stupid. And to say that we are all children of God, yeah, I can't disagree with that sentiment. But that is so banal as to be meaningless. And also, we are all Muslim in the same way that we are all Mexican, Catholic, Jewish, white, and black. Those aren't even in the same fucking categories. Muslims, Islam and Catholicism, those are religions. Judaism is also a religion, and it's also an ethnicity. White and black are races, and Mexican is a nationality. It's like, and this gets to the heart of why this is so stupid. You can choose to be a Muslim. It is something you choose to believe in. And you can do the same thing with Catholicism. You can choose to believe in Catholicism. You can choose to become Catholic. Just as you can choose to not be Catholic, because you are a free human being with free will. Being Jewish, being white or black, you can't change that. You can't help that. You see, that's why people turned against racism, because people realized that it was a terrible thing to do to hold people to account for something which they could not biologically change. Now, of course, there are exceptions to that. Rachel Dolezal, Michael Jackson, but most of us, if we're born white, we die white. If we're born black, we die black. We can't help that, and it doesn't change anything. We are all the same, despite our skin color. Muslims are different. They believe in different things. They choose to believe in different things to Catholics or Jews or atheists. These choices matter. So you saying that we are all Muslim, that obviates the choices that people make. You're saying that regardless of what choices people make, regardless of what decisions they make in their life, or what they believe in, how they act, how their choices and beliefs influence their actions, we are all the same. You are whitewashing the differences that do exist. And I cannot believe it, but you are actually making me defend Donald Trump's ban on Muslims, or his idea to ban Muslims from coming into the country. Now, for the record, I despise Donald Trump. I've called him a fascist. I disagree with about 85% of what he says, and I think he's a moron, pandering to bigots, racists, and idiots. And I also think that this Muslim ban is something that goes against American values and is a really stupid idea. But come on, fucking Michael Moore. You have to admit that Donald Trump has a point. Donald Trump has a point. It is not Catholics who are bombing our buildings and flying airplanes into buildings. It's not Jews we have a problem with. Now, Muslims. It's Muslims who are conducting a global campaign of political violence to terrorize the West into submission. That's Muslims who are doing that. And they are unique among modern religions for using violence to advance a political end. They are the only major organized religion in the world today that does that on a systemic, widespread basis. The Saudis are funding it. The Pakistanis condone it. The Iranians shout it in the street. Muslims are doing this. Now, I don't think a total ban on all Muslims coming into the country is a good idea, because, of course, that's just, it reeks of something un-American. But, we should. Donald Trump has a point that we should be careful about which Muslims we let into the country. So if Donald Trump had said we need extra screening for Muslims, I'd probably agree with him. Now, I disagree with him on the total ban, but okay, I'm not going to fall into the trap of defending Donald Trump. I just want to say that he's coming from a place that is understandable. Now, he says it in a stupid way, and I disagree with what he says ultimately, but it's like, what Donald Trump has said, Michael, is smarter than what you have said. You've just said that we are all Muslims, so it doesn't matter what you believe in. I say you're a Muslim, therefore you're a Muslim. And it doesn't matter that you're a Muslim. It doesn't matter that you might think that, polygamy is okay, and marrying 11-year-old girls and raping them, that's fine, and female genital mutilation, that's okay too. All those beliefs, they are completely unimportant, because we are all Muslim. No, we're fucking not. I mean, fuck's sake. This is just so fucking stupid. I cannot even express how stupid it is to whitewash these differences, because you can choose to believe in Islam and you can choose not to believe in it. And I choose not to believe in it, so Michael Moore, respectfully go fuck yourself, because I don't want to be called a Muslim. But of course, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Everybody wants to be a paperback writer.